Hey guys, welcome back. Let's play Chrono Trigger. Last time we made our way into the recesses of Dome. We learned that this is indeed our future, as the screen indicates in the bottom left. We also found hope for the people who live here. We learned how our world came to what it is here, this ruined, doomed world. We must find a way to get home, and I must find a way to stop whatever this Lavos is. In order to do so, with our newly acquired bike key, we must return to Lab 32. As soon as we initiate with the bike, combat? Hold it right there. Hey, it's the man. Like, thanks for the intro, babe. The man. You lowlifes can call me Johnny. Now listen up. Part of the old highway leads through these ruins. Think you can beat me in a bike race? Use that jet bike and don't chicken out, babe. I loved this guy when I was a kid. This guy is hilarious. He's got like bike tires strapped to his back. He's got a badass mohawk. Oh, this guy was just so cool. He had unique dialogue that I didn't see before playing this game. You know, this game came out in 1995. I didn't see much of anything before then. I was 7. You know how to ride. You gonna explain it to me? The gas is on auto, so there's only one speed, fast. Use the control pad to steer and the B button for a turbo boost. I'll give you 3 of them. Takes a moment to recharge between boosts. Check your position at the bottom of the screen. Now show me what you got. Man rides like a roller coaster. Winning does that to Johnny's hair. And you guys say the same crap. I believe the same thing happens if you try and just go there. It initiates another minigame. Pressing up will move you up, and pressing down will move you down across the screen. Now, the way it determines your points is how much time you spend in front of them. And the way it works is, since you're both going about the same speed, you intermittently pop in front or behind him. And pressing the boost button gives you a bit of a boost. Now, considering you keep going... my timing was off on pressing the button. But considering you're worthless. Give it up. Go home. What losers? You can walk your way across. But that's Monster City. Ride again if you think you can handle it. Well, we can indeed, and we'll have to fight our way across. I'm gonna do this now. Basically, the only time you need to use a boost is right at the end. There we go. Now we got all 3 of them. And we'll get 2 of them. And that should be enough to probably finish most of them off. There we go. Oh, not quite. Maybe we'll get Cyclone off to finish things off here. Or not. But yeah, in order to win the bike race, you only really need to target a boost right at the end so that you finish off the race. I probably didn't need that slash. I didn't need that slash now. Yeah, that's the advantage of counterattacking, is you end up wasting MP, but not a big deal. You end up doing way more damage in the long run anyway. Alright. There's a level up. More of these guys. Yeah, the mutants are the more powerful enemies you'll end up fighting down here. Yeah, I love having the ability to hit with criticals because you just do so much more damage. You can change the whole tide of a battle having a couple of criticals. Just awesome. That's why I like things like the Berserker, because it just gives you, a higher chance of hitting a critical and finish off the enemies that much faster. Yeah, it comes down to luck, but it's not a huge hindrance because, like I said multiple times before, the game's really not that difficult. It's very nice, and one of the things I love about it is it's super balanced. In terms of, which characters can deal a lot of damage, in terms of, which characters can be useful. Ooh, look, we have 5 of them. That seems like a terribly difficult combat. Really? Can't get more than 3 of them? That's weird. Normally I can hit them all right off the hop. Yeah, that's weird. Normally I can hit them all right away. Normally I hit them with 1 slash and I win the fight. Weird. Oh well. Hey, look, you have some weird attack that I rarely see. Because you're normally dead in 2 seconds. But yeah, I think this is the only treasure chest around here, and it's kind of important. The race log. One more combat. This guy splits into 3. Okay, the editing just got harder. I actually have to cut out a battle now. Of course, that was the only battle I had to cut off. Now, Johnny will be on either side regardless, and in order to do this minigame, looks like you got a neat gadget. Ask RXXR how to use it. And this will spawn a new robot. And this robot is interesting. You are RXXR, the log keeper. I'll record your 3 fastest times. 2 ways to race Johnny. Which do you prefer? Mode 1 with turbo boost. Mode 2 without boost. Now, because LNR change perspective was on another line, when I was a kid, I always used to see, oh, okay, you can do that regardless, and mode 1 has a boost and mode 2 has no boost. But either way, you can change perspective, so why would I ever want to go with mode 2? And I never used it. I'm stupid. We've been over this. But yeah, the turbo boost allows you to win the race relatively easily, but it doesn't allow you to gain a high score. And you actually get items for doing a high score. Now, I suck at this game, but putting it to switching the mode to being able to change perspectives and not having a turbo boost gives us access to changing things. Hold L as you're starting here. And basically now, because the perspective is better, you can usually do a lot better. Oops. You don't suck. What you want to do here is you want to get into, a kind of a pattern, and then just go back and forth a little bit at a time. And unfortunately, I suck at this game. I will get better. I will practice off screen here. But the amount of points I got there, 1238, is much higher than I would have got if I had just beaten him with the turbo boost. I probably would have gotten in and around 600, 700, maybe 800. But the amount goes up substantially if you are able to do that. And the more points you get, the better your rewards will be, and you actually do get some rewards from RXXR. Yep. Nope, I don't need to change it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to race a few times, and if I get a really good one in, I will show you. And you know what? In this particular case, I think I'm actually going to look up what the rewards are, because I sucked at this as a child and I basically never did it. So I don't actually know what most of the rewards are. I think some of them are ethers. But yeah, like what I'm trying to do, oops, what I'm trying to do here, hey, stop that. You don't want to move too much. Hey, stop! Stupid bugger. You want to basically just do little taps, and when he sneaks off to the side like that, it kind of sucks, but what you're going for is just to tap in front of him repeatedly, and if you can do it throughout the entire race, you'll get like the best score and you'll get the best reward. As you can see, I did terribly that time. I did even worse than the time before. So yeah, I'm going to do a bunch of these off screen, and I will see you if and when I actually do semi-decent. Press the A button as soon as you finish the race in order to cancel out of the fanfare and move on. You don't have to do this at all, but anyway, like I said, I'll do these off screen and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, we managed to do a semi-decent score. I'm not going to tell you how long this took, mainly because I don't want to admit it myself. Broke the 1500 point barrier. This is for you. Power tab. And it's a new high score. I've done a bunch of resetting because it was taking me absolutely forever. Now, when you get a high score, you'll only get the highest score reward you can possibly get. In my case, for getting over 1500, you get a power tab. This is only given once, and you can't cheese your way to get any more of them. So yeah, this one you'll get over top of anything else. And yeah, if you want to get any of the other rewards, there is one for getting over 1300, which I'll be able to show eventually as well. There's one for getting 777 points. And yeah, so I'm going to keep playing around with this, and hopefully I can eventually make this thing work. I'm doing terribly. I've probably been racing around for about an hour, and that's the best score I got. I don't know what happened, but I used to be able to play this game better. Like when I was a kid, I didn't do this at all. But when I found out about this method, I played around with it. And if I remember correctly, I was even able to get a perfect score, which is 2371 for some reason. But yeah, I used a strategy I found online at that point, and I'm trying to employ the same strategy now, and it's not working very well. So anyway, I will show you when I win any more rewards, and yeah, we will see you in a bit. Okay, we got over 1300 this time. Not a new high score, but it should get us a new prize. Slap some of these on ya. 5 mid-ethers. It says mid-ethers, but in actuality, they're mid-tonics. I'm not sure why, but there's some issues with the translation around here. My granny rides faster than that. Hop on again if you think you can handle it. Yeah, if anyone knows any good strategies for trying to make this work and not frustrate me to the point where I pull my hair out, let me know in comments. If I find something that works, maybe I can show off some of the other rewards. The only important one is the power tab at 1500. You only get that one once, as you saw previously. The 1300 reward of 5 mid-tonics, you can be gotten as many times as you want. Remember, you get mid-tonics even though it says mid-ethers. So if you look at my mid-tonics, yeah, I've probably collected, 20, maybe even 25 of them by now. Mainly, I've been just reloading my save, but sometimes I just happen to get lucky enough to get a whole whack ton of them. But if you get 2000 plus, you get 5 ethers. And if you get 2300 plus, you get 5 full ethers, even though it will say you get 5 ethers. The translation around this point really was a little iffy. I think you also get like some other rewards for getting 4 numbers that match, so 1111, 2222, etc. And then of course if you get 777, you get 10 mid ethers, which is actually not half bad because mid ethers are quite nice. But anyway, let's leave the annoying minigame alone and move on. I don't know why, but I always really like the kind of the look of this little doodad. I don't know, it just looks like a spire that you would see kind of in, you know, our own world, and seeing it in, you know, the dilapidated future, I don't know, it's just more realistic that way. Well, here's a factory. Whoa? I'm fighting acid? I didn't do very much damage to him. I really didn't do much damage to him. Oh, he's one of those high defense guys. He doesn't give me very much. Can't get in here. This isn't where we were supposed to go, but I figured I'd take a look in here and see what was going on. Proto Dome. This is indeed where we're supposed to go. Can't get by these guys. Hey, nice critical. Can these two finish things off? Yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's nice. Like, some people will put the Berserker on Chrono and give it to him, and then he can be, you know, super damage guy. But I like having Marley that way because it gives me a second character that can do a bunch of damage. Later on, at different points, you know, I will want to have access to healing. Here, you can... Oh, I missed. I think maybe you have to walk that, but you can bypass these enemies. Let's do a fire whirl to finish off a group all at once there. You need more damage than you're going to get from a basic cyclone. Oh, wow. Well, I guess that's fine too. Figured I'd be able to do enough damage. They might be resistant to that. But it doesn't matter. We've got some nice damage there with our counterattacks. Counterattacks are good. Huh. There's an Endertron. Hey, free healing is good. I'll take it. But you're still hungry. Me too. Oh. There's a thing here. Can't get in the door. What is this? It's in bad shape. It appears to be a humanoid robot. Remember how I said before that, you know, bipedal robots are, you know, I was saying that everyone who says something pretty much has something to do with what's going to happen later on, and the dialogue's not just meaningless fluff? Well, Luca was talking about it. She was saying that they're incredibly difficult to create. The fact that she sees something like this that she's thought about, and obviously with Gato she's experimented with, is just really cool, because this will inform kind of how she's going to react in the situation. We've already been programmed to know certain things about her. You think you can fix it? It might attack us. Well, all the other robots we've seen have done so, so I guess that's not a bad assumption to make. I'll make sure it won't. Machines aren't capable of you. Humans make them that way. Pity them their lack of choice? Maybe. Trying to change the subject. Interesting. We'll just store that for later. Door won't budge. That does it. Gonna give it some juice. Oh. Morning, mistress. What is your command? I'm not your mistress. Marley. And this is Chrono. And Luca here fixed you. Understood. Madame Luca fixed me. Just Luca will do. Impossible. That would be rude. I hate formal titles. Don't you, Marley? Hate them. I love how it's just an inside joke already that she just doesn't like her title. I understand. Alright, now what's your name, Mr. Robot? Serial number R66Y. Well, it's a cool serial number. That won't do it all. Let's give him a better name. Anyone want to guess that it's only going to be slightly better? Robo. Robo's awesome. And yes, the music, people have said it before, but it's apparently it resembles Never Gonna Give You Up by the Rickroll song. To be honest, it took me forever to notice that because, like, people heard the Rickroll song, Ricky Astley's I'll Never Give You Up, a long time ago. It was, I think, an 80s song. Well, for me, I was born in 88, so I never heard that one growing up until years later, basically after it had started becoming a meme. I think one of the first times I heard it was probably Family Guy for, however long ago that episode came out. But yeah, I always just associated this song with Robo and didn't really notice the connection between the two. But apparently there was some motivation there, some influence drawn from that song, since that was done before this one. But yeah, we're going to give him a basic name of Robo. I am Robo. Data storage complete. Why aren't there any people here? What has happened here? There were many humans and others of my kind in this dome. That would be a good assumption. Yeah, how did you guys survive? We came through a time warp from the year 1000, no big deal. I'm surprised it doesn't just break his circuits while he's trying to figure out the concept of time travel and get stuck on temporal paradoxes and it just breaks down. I learned there was a gate here. Found you when we were looking for the gate. But the door to the inner chamber is locked, so we're out of luck. Are you headbutting the door? Power is off, huh? We go to the factory up north. I can pass through security and activate the dome's generator. You repaired me. My turn to help you. Well, I'm not sure if they've ever mentioned within the game's lore if Luca did something to repair him in a way where he wouldn't harm humans, or if she just repaired him in general and this is the own personality that he was originally programmed with. The generator won't run for long, so someone must stay behind to open the door while the power's on. So Marley or I will stay. In this case, I am going to put Luca behind. Now, depending on how you want to do things, you can still talk to them. Looks like you need my genius after all, and you can switch party members. Oh, poor Luca. The idea here is Robo comes with some nice gear already. He's already got a better piece of armor than we have, our iron suits. As you can see, his defense is very, very high. He also comes equipped with the Defender, which is why I was talking about the Defender earlier in the game and why I associated it with a different area. In this particular case, I just associate it with the future because this is the next time we get access to it. And this is where I always used to get access to it when I was younger. I would probably give him the bandana because he needs the additional speed. And yeah, you know what? Now is actually a good time to make a switch here. So let's give you the ribbon. Let's give you the Berserker. And let's give you the Rage Band. Now, the reason for that is because we're going to learn Laser Spin relatively shortly. It's our first attack, the first of any of the attacks that anyone can learn that's on the 3rd level. You'll notice here that no one else can learn a 3rd ability yet. Robo can, and it's also the first ability we get that's going to be able to multi-target. So I definitely want to have access to that. Chrono, I don't really need his Cyclone or his Slash going forward, so having him just spamming damage is a great idea. And depending on how you want to do this, you can bring Marley if you want a more defensive route, or you can bring Luca if you want a more offensive route. With the way I have things set up, I think we're pretty good for now. So anyway, with that being said, that's pretty much all the time we have for today. Next time, we will make our way into the factory and see if Robo can help us make it through there and open the way forward and get on out of here. Anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.